This is Tales from the Crib podcast, episode 8, coming live from Austin, Texas, with your boy Jesse J, with my host.
Chico Grande, a.k.a. Gavino, a.k.a. your mother's favorite podcaster.
And you can follow us on Tales from the Crib on Instagram. You can follow us Tales from the Crib on, what else we got?
We got Tales from the Crib on Twitch, and our Tales from the Crib on Instagram is Tales from the Crib 210. Give us some followers, y'all.
And today, we got a special host. I hold him near and dear, close to my heart. Our friend, our buddy, our pal.
Mr. Walks on Water himself. Mr. 3 days later, he rises. Mr. Water to Wine. My name is Jesus. How y'all doing?
And you can follow him on Twitter on.
I actually got kicked off Twitter. I'm not even on Twitter anymore, man. Real shit, I can't even be on it because I got kicked off permanently.
What the hell happened to you on Twitter, sir?
Well, do I have a story for you? So I used to be on Twitter. You know me. I would be talking to women. I would be out there like, how y'all doing? Talking my shit. But then, when them stimulus checks were coming out, motherfucking Mitch McConnell and Ted Cruz,
Oh my God.
I started sending death threats to these motherfuckers. Legit shit. I was like, let's fucking throw some Molotov cocktails at Mitch McConnell's house. Let me go out there with a fucking guillotine. So I was sending shit like this to them. I was legit sending this shit to them. And then I got kicked off for about 2 weeks.
And now you're banned for life.
Well, after I got kicked off for 2 weeks, I was like, you know what? I'm still not done talking my shit. So I'm like, Mitch McConnell, send me my fucking check. I want my $1,400, and you better send that shit to me. And then when he was like, no, fuck that. Like, we're not going to send that shit. Well, I kept sending more death threats to him. I was like, how about we firebomb his house? I was like, how about we kill
Are
this
you
motherfucker?
serious?
No, I was legit sending this shit to him. And then Twitter was like, hey, you can't be saying this shit. And I was like, man, fuck that. So I got kicked off 2 weeks. And then once I did that, I got kicked off again. And this time it was for a month. And then I got kicked off one more time. Again, I kept sending these death threats. I was sending death threats to politicians and senators. To politicians. I was like, fuck these guys.
You're basically a domestic terrorist.
He's basically Al Qaeda.
Oh my. What are you trying to do to this country, sir?
I was trying to burn this motherfucker down. So once I sent that shit through, Twitter was like, you know what? Fuck you. You're not gonna about to be posting this shit. You're not about to be threatening politicians. And I got kicked off permanently. I am permanently kicked off Twitter. They got my IP address. I've tried making multiple new Twitter accounts, and I can't go through it all. Like, they kicked me off forever. So I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna get on fucking TikTok and be on that shit. But I got kicked off Twitter forever.
Same thing happened to me. I got banned for life, and when they ban your IP address, you got to get a new phone. That's the only way to get back on, because when you make a new account, it gets banned in like 30 seconds.
Facts.
I'm on here with a whole bunch of criminals. I'm the only innocent one. Who would have thought that?
You're the only one that still has your Twitter, sir. I got to start over because KD a hater, because he couldn't take a little, rant that I had for him that he was a little too soft mentally. So he had to report my ass like 3-4 times, and then I got the life ban as well. And I stayed off Twitter until I got a new phone. And I'm barely starting back up. I had 8,000 followers. KD's a hater. He had to take it from me. But now I'm back. Follow me at Papa O'Block.
I stay on TikTok arguing with MAGA folks. I be arguing with these MAGA sons of bitches all day.
What's your TikTok?
I'd have to look it up for you guys. I wouldn't know off the top
All
of
right.
that right now.
All right, so
Well, since while he's looking it up, let's go ahead and get the show started. We're live from Austin, Texas. It's Saturday night, July 4th weekend. We're getting into shit. We're getting in with your mothers. We're coming to you live. What's on the docket, sir? What we talking about this episode?
this episode we going in. We're talking about a lot of stuff. Let's start off with this. Is it a win or is it an L? My homie Bill Cosby aka Mr. Pudding Pop, Mr. Jello Pudding, is free.
You know what? Shout out Bill Cosby. You know, he said that he was free the whole time. He beat the case. He's coming home. But shout out, also anybody who goes through a hard situation. Believe everybody that speaks up, but let the facts speak for themselves.
I do not condone what both of these guys are saying. Bill Cosby literally said, I did this shit. I was throwing pills in these girls' drinks, and he got out scot-free on a technicality. No, sir, I do not condone what Bill Cosby's saying. These guys might, but Mr. Walks on Water does not.
This is all allegedly, sir. Alleged.
He said he did it.
Yeah, he honestly said he did.
He said he did it.
No, he said that everyone did drugs back then, and that was just because they passed out, that was their fault.
No, it was
No, I'm just kidding.
It was more like they said back a while ago he had a civil case. He admitted to this, but they weren't supposed to bring this back up, and the fact that they brought this back up is against the law.
He was dropping pills in these girls' drinks like Steph Curry. He was out here like pop, 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 getting all these girls, all these pills, man. Bill Cosby did that shit. Like, he did it. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I don't give a fuck that he was like, oh, I'm Bill Cosby. No, sir. Put in pops, sweaters. He was doing this shit.
Mr. JELLO was doing this shit? This man was my childhood. This man showed me right from wrong. And you think he was really pill popping?
Absolutely.
The fact that you said he was your child, did you even watch his show?
How old are you, bro?
I'm 32. I didn't even watch any of the Bill Cosby shows.
Jesse is damn near 40. He
That
out
is
here
a
lying
lie.
to the podcast. The past 8 episodes, he's been lying. Jesse is 48 years old.
I was born in
No,
89.
he's not. He's not 50. He's in his young 40s. He's 41.
This is horrible.
But yes,
proud of you
I
guys.
used to watch the Cosby Show on WGN. My grandmother used to watch me in the summers, and she had no cable, and this is what was on TV.
That is horrible. But you know what else is horrible? Did you see The Weeknd stole my bitch?
It looks like the alcohol is getting to us. But who did he steal?
Angelina Jolie.
Are you kidding me?
She
The
ain't back.
Weeknd, Mr. Goofy haircut himself.
Mr. Goofy haircut himself. Yes, he stole my bitch. I know. I love that bitch since Salt.
Oh,
Oh man, here
oh
it comes.
look,
the cat.
another mascot of Tales from the Crib. We support all of our animals lovers. You've seen our dog on the Instagram. Shout out Carmelo. And what is this animal's name, sir?
This animal's name is called Prince. He's a special boy. He is a cat. But you know, whenever they do that stuff on TikTok where like, hey, put your cat, pick him up, put him to the wall, and if he puts his paws up, he's smart. Well, he is a special boy, and he did not put his paws up. His head hit the wall, but he is adorable. He is cute, but he's a little dumb.
He didn't pass the test. It sounds like my co-host over there going through the Florida public school education.
First off, I graduated with a 2.2. So that's all
A
that matters.
2.2 in high school?
Listen here.
Hey, C's to get degrees, bro. It don't even matter.
Exactly. That's all that
It's
matters.
not a degree. It's a high school diploma.
As long as he got it. I mean, I
Exactly.
literally see nothing wrong with this.
But you know who else got it
What?
that I ain't mad about? My dog, Big Worm, a.k.a.
Ooh.
Mr. Love. You heard about him?
I heard Big Worm is getting girls in these streets.
I heard again. I heard it ain't the size of the boat. It's the motion in the ocean.
It's the size of the bonnet.
Girl's been telling that to Jesse for days. He's been trying to get that through. Like, it's always the motion of the ocean. It's not the size of the boat. We all know it's a lie.
I feel attacked. This is
So-
crazy. This is ludicrous.
So tell us the story, sir.
So, word on the street is that Big Worm was on an episode talking about how once in a time, what's going on with this cat?
He's making biscuits.
This cat is going crazy.
He's out here making biscuits, bro. Don't even worry about the biscuits he be making.
Whatever. So, like I was saying, Big Worm was on an interview and he was having a flashback talking about how he once in the club had Gabrielle Union and he was tonguing her down.
D Wade's wifey.
D Wade's wife. If you don't know who Gabrielle Union is, I know everybody knows Deliverance from Eva.
He was tonguing down Wade County.
That is horrible.
Big Worm was tonguing down Gabrielle Union. I don't believe this. These are lies that you guys are spewing right now.
These are facts. How would you feel if you found out that your wife was tonguing down Rikishi?
Big perm. If my wife tongued him down, she would get uppercutted through the ceiling. No, I'm just kidding.
Really? What?
No, I would make fun of her because she made out with a lame.
I would literally make memes about my wife making out with Big Worm. How are you gonna be Gabrielle Union and you literally made out with Big Worm from last Friday? That's hilarious.
Now let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
I remember seeing Gavin with some Chewbacca's.
No, I never had Chewbacca's. I always got nines and dimes. They call me Mr. Nine and Dime, man. I went to the club and I always got love, and I was always pop bobbles full of bub.
These are all lies. We all know Gavin was a mathematician. He out here with 3s and 4s saying they 6s and 8s. He out here lying about the kind of women he was dating.
Sir, my resume speaks for itself. Out of the this Three Musketeers, I was the chosen one. Let's just say that.
The lies.
I can't believe he out here lying to everybody on this podcast right now.
The cap.
It's the facts. Whenever, like, if you're looking at a calendar, I'm the last month because I'm the one that shut the shit down. I'm the one. I'm the one they want. I get the last month of the year. Y'all the little previews, and I'm the star of the show. Let's get it straight.
I guess. Hey, did you hear? Oh, I guess so. But did you hear about the new Mega Millions? How they have it on the app? Are you finna play now? You think you finna get lucky?
Oh, I'm finna play all the time. If I get lucky, I might buy a car. I might buy a mansion. I might take your mother on a nice dinner. We'll see what comes next. Your mother's house merch coming soon.
Nah, this cat is going crazy.
This cat's out here making biscuits like nobody's business. Jesse doesn't even like animals. Jesse straight up will see a puppy and he'll kick it. He's like, I hate puppies, I hate animals, and he will kick this shit. So the fact that this cat is out here making biscuits on Jesse is a surprise to us all.
You out here calling me Michael Vick. I love animals.
Jesse allergic to love. Peter needs to come and get him. He's out here kicking animals in trash cans.
That's messed up.
It's factual. Actual factual. Copyrighted by me.
But speaking of trash cans, you heard about 50 Cent going at Lil' Kim?
Oh, shit. What's he saying now?
He calling her Avatar, calling her Owl, calling her Pokemon.
She does look like a Pokemon.
She's
She's had so much plastic surgery, I don't even recognize her anymore.
She looks like Hoot Toot from Pokemon.
Hey, Little Kim had a lot of hate since Biggie was still alive, bro. Like, Biggie was making her feel like shit when Lil' Kim was hot as fuck. Lil' Kim was attractive as hell, but because of what Biggie was saying to her to make it the way she felt that way, like, that's all on Biggie, the way he made her feel, man. Lil' Kim is bad as fuck, was bad as fuck. I don't agree with the surgery, but you know what? That's my personal opinion. My personal opinion really doesn't matter on what she be doing, so that's on me, but I'm not going to accept this.
I mean, I guess so, but she going crazy with the plastic surgery.
She said that she would challenge Nicki Minaj to a versus battle and mop the floor with her.
It's not going to happen. We Barbs over here.
We Barbs over here?
Barbs.
Barbie gang.
Barbie gang. Shout out Barbie gang. Shout out the Barbs and the Beehive.
Man, but speaking of shout-outs, man, let's shout out to
Our official sponsor, non-sponsor?
our special sponsor, non-sponsor.
Twisted Tea. Twisted Tea. Shout out Twisted Tea for fueling this podcast, fueling us through this time, and getting us through the next episode. We got some trippy visuals on the TV. It's tripping us out, people.
It's all about that off-the-air Adult Swim. If you guys happen to partake in any sort of hallucinogens, some mushrooms, some Lucy, some acid as we know her by, and y'all want to have a good time, watch off-the-air Adult Swim on YouTube, and you about to have a badass time.
It sounds like a Jeffrey. When you gotta pet the furry wall, what is it?
That's a Jeffrey, bro. That's definitely a Jeffrey. You gotta pet the furry wall to calm down. Look at Jesse. Jesse don't
What?
watch no movies.
I know a movie.
Jesse don't know how to
Is that Get 'Em to
swim,
the Greek?
and Jesse don't know how to watch no movies.
Let's get him to the Greek. I remember that scene. When he did it
Jesse never had a Jeffrey.
whatever. But speaking of people having Jeffries getting in trouble, you heard about Corey in the house? Mr. Kyle Massey.
What do you do this time?
He out here getting extorted. They trying. What's going on? Word on the street. He out here sending pics, explicit pics, to
Unsolicited pics.
unsolicited pics.
Mr. Corey in the house is coming through and sending his little boo boo.
Oh! But he's trying to get in the house.
He's coming through that back door.
Oh, he's coming through the back.
Coming through the basement.
Oh,
Side to side, all around.
slip and slide.
I believe it. I mean, this is not like the stuff he is saying right now. It's not something that's unbelievable. I believe everything he's telling me.
No, but honestly,
You sound like a fan from Corey the House. You sound like you're sad that your child star is taking heat in now that you can't watch reruns of Corey the House. They pulled him off of Disney Plus. How sad.
I am absolutely mortified that Corey in the house is out here sending unsolicited pics to minors. You are Corey in the house, bro. You could send a dick pic to any woman you want, and he out here sending dick pics to like underage women. This is a disgrace. This is unacceptable.
But what's actually going on is the mom of Corey states that they actually know this family, like they're really close to this family. And at first they tried to go to civil court and sue him for like $1 million, but then they realized he don't got that. So then they went to the legal problem. So it's like
Corey spent all his money.
he ain't never have any money.
He was a star of a show.
That means nothing. Look at Britney Spears. Look at Zoe.
Oh my
Disney
God!
people are
Free
going
Britney.
crazy.
Hashtag free Britney. Leave Britney alone. I'm trying to tell them, but they don't listen. We're here at Tales from the Crib, we're big supporters of Britney Spears. My co-host Jesse J's favorite song in life is "Toxic" because he's the most toxic man in these streets.
These are all facts. Everything Chico Grande is saying right now about Jesse, these are facts.
Whatever.
This motherfucker is toxic as fuck.
I'm the nicest.
Hashtag confirmed.
I'm the nicest person in the whole clique. What are you talking about?
Lies.
You out here breaking hearts like you're Hot Boy in Future. If I broke your heart, go to the ER. I don't care, bitch.
This is all true. This is all true. Everything he's saying is facts. Factual.
It's 2021. I'm a new man. I'm a born again virgin. That's the old me. It's about love. I'm all about love right now.
I don't know how you're gonna handle it. You say you're born again. I think you're gonna be like one of the addicts that's shivering that night. Oh.
Speaking of people that's lucky that should have been shivering, you heard what's going on in Tokyo in the Olympics? How they just keep doing more and more racist stuff.
Every single day they be moving the goalposts. You know why they moving the goalposts? Because black people stay winning.
W's.
Hashtag black excellence.
They started moving the goalposts. They were like, hey, first of all, these caps, nah, not normal. Y'all don't need to wear these Afro caps. Second of all, they're like, hey, what's that girl's name that's be just the fastest woman alive? What's her name? ShaCarri Richardson. They're like, hey, you smoked weed? Fuck that. You can't compete in the 2020 Olympics.
It's like Stephen A says, stay off the weed.
Stay off the weed.
She admitted to why she did it, though. She was like, hey, I had like a traumatic experience and I did this shit. And she admitted it. She was like, hey, I'm not just gonna be saying I don't accept my consequences, but she admitted this shit. And she's the fastest woman alive. I don't give a fuck. Like, marijuana is not going to make her faster. Marijuana is not a performance enhancer like steroids or some shit.
They just hating.
If anything, it's a performance de-hancer. You're going to run slower. Your lung capacity is not going to be as good. So, she would actually be faster without this.
It's just more and more hate. I mean, the fact that you basing Afro caps off of, oh, I've never seen it before. Nobody else wears it, so why do they need it? Like, they don't have afros. How many people have afros?
That's true.
It's
It
facts.
doesn't make any sense. If they had afros, I'm pretty sure they would wear it. They and then on top of that, the white boys do wear little tight little caps.
They said the tight caps is okay, just not the big caps.
Yeah, that's
And honestly, it's just a bunch of hypocrisy, man. Like, they were talking about Michael Phelps when he was smoking the bong, and he had double the wingspan of everybody else, and ain't nobody flinch when he was saying, oh, I smoke weed. But she smokes just a little bit of weed after some traumatic shit happened to her, and everybody's like, nah, she can't be in the Olympics.
No chances. Yeah, they definitely gave him a pass. They said that he was just a kid when he was 22. This girl's 21, and they're like, she knows what she's doing. She's an adult. You know what? This girl just lost her biological mother. Cut her some slack. She's going for greatness, and hopefully she could still win an Olympic gold medal.
speaking of greatness. You know who's out here winning?
Tell
Who's-
us.
who's getting more W's?
Simon Bales.
Simon Bells.
Simone Biles.
Simone Biles.
I've been drinking, man. I've been drinking. Simone Biles is the literally best gymnast we've ever seen in our lifetime.
Yeah, I like Simon too.
She said Simon. I'm like, ooh.
They are literally changing the rules because other gymnasts cannot do her tricks, and they're saying, "Hey, because you're so good, we gotta downgrade what we're about to score you because you are so good. You have tricks named after you because you created them, and we gotta downscore you because
She
we're
has
never
tricks
gonna
named after
compete."
her, for real?
She does. She
Damn.
does.
That's good. That's cold. That's cold. But you know what's colder than that?
Cold blooded.
We finna go see Fast 9. Was it Fast 9 or Fast 10?
Fast 9.
Are we gonna see Fast 9 this weekend?
Yes.
Did you hear about it?
And you're gonna be what? Are you Tyrese or Ludacris?
I'm Ludacris. Tyrese out here acting like a little bee.
I'm Vin
Frank.
Diesel, and Jesus is The Rock.
What? The Rock's
I'll take it. Hey, The Rock is the shit. And there is a contract agreement to where The Rock and Vin Diesel have to throw the same amount of punches, the same amount of knockouts. Neither one can be better than the other. And honestly, if I had to take this deal, that's a good ass deal because The Rock is the shit and his tequila is amazing.
The Rock for president.
Did y'all watch Triple X? Were you a big Vin Diesel fan?
What?
Triple X was a great ass movie.
The one where Ice Cube was better.
Facts.
You don't remember that?
Wait, which one?
Triple X with Ice Cube?
Oh, like the second or third one?
It was like the second one. I really thought it was the second one. It was good.
I don't remember. I barely remember that movie.
It was all action. Oh. What is this? Oh, people rolling down the hill?
Yeah,
I saw that.
They're chasing a roll of cheese.
I can't stand white
We
people.
got visuals on the screen, people, to keep us entertained. We got some Adult Swim off the air, and there's literally people falling down a hill, falling on their face, trying to win this race.
They're chasing cheese.
Speaking of chasing cheese, you know who was chasing cheese and ended up chasing jail time?
Who?
She was a baddie. 27 years old. She was a correctional officer working in the jail.
Oh my God! Sounds
hear
like you're
about
a
it?
correctional officer.
Baddie gets 2 years probation, 7 months jail time for having sex with inmates and giving them drugs.
Tisk tisk tisk.
I don't understand why. What's wrong with letting the inmates have sex? They in jail anyway. Let them get a little
You know,
something.
if they're getting it somewhere else, they're not taking it out on someone else, and and that's helping out the other people in the jail.
I have no comments on this. Walks on Water has not a single comment on what these guys are talking about right now.
Oh,
Walks
really?
on Water would be a victim if he went to jail.
He be about him.
He said, "Boy, you got a purty mouth."
Oh man.
I hate both of you. No, I have nothing to say on this. Y'all can go ahead and continue talking about this. Walks on Water, Mr. Water to Wine has nothing to say on this shit.
Okay.
Mister, what do you want to say?
All right. Okay. Since you don't want to talk about that, let's talk about what would you rather? Would you rather them free R. Kelly or Joe Exotic? If you had to pick one to let go.
Ooh, I'm taking. I don't know. Let me think. What you got, Jesus?
I got easy one. Joe Exotic off
What?
the bat. Joe Exotic off the bat, man. That's not even like I don't even got to think about it.
He don't have I Believe I Can
The
Fly.
Tiger King. R.
What?
Kelly was peeing on bitches in chains. You can't have that shit.
He made Trapped in the Closet. He's the GOAT.
Bitch, just because he made your anthem doesn't mean we have to support him.
Everybody loves R. Kelly.
I mean, I understand the love for R. Kelly, but Joe Exotic did a lot less heinous shit than R. Kelly did. Like, Joe Exotic had, and you could buy a tiger for like $4K. Did you know if you saved up 2 stimulus checks, you could buy a fucking tiger?
2 stimmies, you getting that tiger treatment. You know, Shaq got that tiger treatment. Shaq was
Shaq
down
got
there
that
with
tiger
Joe Exotic. He
Everybody
was. He was
messing
on
with
the.
Joe
He was
Exotic.
on the Netflix special.
Beyonce was messing with Joe Exotic. Every
We ain't
celebrity was
talking
messing with
about
Joe Exotic.
Beyonce.
Beyonce is the best.
We're not gonna
Oh,
get the
yeah, here you
Beehive
go.
after us.
That's true.
I get.
You don't want to get the Beehive on us.
We're not.
But
We're not gonna be like what Trick Daddy.
hey, Trick Daddy's restaurant is doing trash. If you look on Yelp, Trick Daddy's restaurant is doing terrible because he be talking shit about Beyonce, and the Beehive hopped on that shit quick, and they were like, "Hey, Trick Daddy's restaurant is trash. I saw roaches in my food, and Ratatouille was in that hole himself serving me food."
Ratatouille. That hate. See, that's messed up. See,
That's why you can't go against the Beehive, man.
you can't. They undefeated. You know, them
Undefeated,
and,
like the internet, undefeated.
You can't. Oh, you know who?
Like
you
your
know-
hairline, undefeated.
Like whose hairline, bitch? I got a better hairline than you. Your mother love it.
No, definitely not.
The lies. But speaking of hairlines, you heard about Ray J and Wendy Williams?
Your idol, Ray J.
Ray J out here with another one.
Oh, my
I did it
God.
first.
Who wants that? I did it first.
It doesn't matter.
Wendy Williams, I would not. I'm like the Grinch. I would not touch her with. Was it like a 30-foot pole or
She out here looking like a capital P, bro.
what's a capital P?
Punishment.
She just got the big breastises and nothing else.
It is nasty. She looks.
I
so
mean, if you were in prison, would you rather have another inmate or Wendy Williams?
nasty. Ooh.
Inmate.
Yeah. Told you that's horrible.
He's a gas station pill popper.
Oh man, he's trying to take Gavin's title.
No, I've never been a gas station pill popper.
He be talking shit about them gas station pills, acting like they don't be working magic, bro. You be out there like a motherfucking. Oh, sorry, I'm out here cursing. I apologize. You be out here like a porn star, and he out here talking shit about them gas station pills, acting like he ain't never popped 2 or 3 on the weekend. See what's going on.
No, I've never done that.
Lies.
The lies. We know he has.
No, God.
They honestly really good. Like, I don't know what they put in them.
Oh my God.
I don't know what they put in them.
Tales
But by
from the Crib
God,
exclusive.
but by God, they are good. This might as well be called Ashwagandha Part 2.
No. But no lies.
So no, I think he just took the title of gas station pill popper.
I'm okay
No,
with
no,
that.
no lie. But they okay. But the fact, if you don't got nothing set up for that night,
It's gonna be a long night.
You just excited and ain't got shit going on.
But what's weird is, like usually you take them for the women. The women, they get real in the mood. I guess is a polite way to say it. But the real pimple popper himself,
Who?
Jesse J. He said he accidentally took the wrong gas station
Here you
pill,
go again.
and he had sweaty cheeks the whole night. Sweaty cheeks. They call him Mr. Sweaty Cheeks.
Never that.
Called him Mr.
Never
Swamp Ass himself.
Oh my God. Here you go, Gavin, with the big
With the
furry
gas
joke.
station pills, you had swamp ass for 3 days.
You can't be Mr. Florida Man without some swamp ass, bro.
Speaking of the Floridians,
Speaking of Floridians, did you hear about the dude in Florida shooting a cop? He thought he was playing Grand Theft Auto, and he popped his ass.
that's because
Wasted.
people in Florida have a large homeless population, and they think they're playing Grand Theft Auto, and they're shooting cops for no reason.
Do you think that's gonna pass if he talks to the judge and says, "Judge, I thought I had 5 warrants and he was coming after me, so I popped him, and then I knocked somebody out.
I had 5 stars.
I had 5 stars. So
In Florida, I believe he can get away with that sort of defense statement. I don't think he's going to have so much argument and be like, no, there's no way you got away with that shit. No, in Florida, you can get away with damn near murder, depending on how you word it.
real talk.
Dang.
It's all right. It's all right. But moving on to more and more W's in the world. Did you hear about the ex-Microsoft employee sending $10 million in Xbox gift cards?
Shout out to them. They getting all the games.
You know, Fortnite on deck, all the skins.
No, this is literally the first time I've heard about this. I need you to elaborate on this story, Jesse.
So
Tell us.
So basically, in Connecticut, I don't even know where he's from. I'm not even gonna sit down and lie. The man stole $10 million in Xbox gift cards.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what would you do with $10 million of Xbox. Is that much stuff you can buy?
Bro, I'm about to go on an Amazon spending spree. What are you talking about?
You can buy Amazon things with Xbox gift cards.
With the gift card, you can buy anything you want. I could go to Walmart right now. I go to Target and be buying everything I want on Target with them gift cards.
You know, it is a scam in some. It's a pandemic. You remember what they said? It's a pandemic. But I don't know. I mean, $10 million in.
That's a lot of money, man. Like that even for gift cards, even for scammers. If I was an African prince, I'm asking for the tippity top type of money.
Makes sense. Okay. Moving on to the next topic. Coming down the list. We talked about that. Yeah. What? This man here.
Slacking.
What's going on?
Where are you coming from? The gas station.
The gas station. Get more pills. No, I'm just kidding. I had to drain the lizard, folks. It's false alarm.
Don't believe him, guys. He was literally popping another gas station pill as we speak. He's like, I don't care if there's no women here. I am popping another pill because I like the way it feels.
Don't put that on me, Ricky. Don't put that on me, Ricky.
Speaking of others.
I'll stab myself with my leg right now. I am so paralyzed.
Do it. I trust you will not do this, man. Do it. Stab yourself in the leg right now.
No, I might have to jump on y'all like some spider monkeys.
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
But
What do we got? What's next?
next topic on the docket. Texas dad shoots peeping Tom for getting caught jacking off in front of his daughter's bedroom window.
So, how wounded are you?
I'm popping him in the head. I don't give a damn. Why are you in my yard jacking off in my daughter's window?
No, I was saying that you were the perpetrator, sir.
What? Don't even try me.
I feel like that's fair. As far as being in Texas, everybody got a gun.
True.
And if this guy want to be like, hey, don't you dare be looking in my daughter's window. And if you do, I'm going to shoot you. I don't feel like he should get in trouble at all. This guy should be scot-free.
And it's crazy.
Yeah, no, he didn't get in trouble. Yeah, you can do that shit in Texas. Like, we're in Texas. We're in Austin, Texas, actually, right now. But if someone's peeping on you, you can up the chopper.
Up the chopper. Let it rain. But no, I mean, that's... you have OnlyFans. You got Pornhub. You got Xtube. You got a million other places you can go and watch porn and jack off. But you want to go to somebody's yard.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty bad when there's free stuff all over the internet, and you still creeping in somebody's window.
You're a pervert.
These are facts, Jesse. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm like, if I was this man, I would have shot the whole clip. The whole clip is empty. If you ever looked in my daughter's fucking room. Like, no, I do not agree with this. I keep cursing throughout this whole thing. I apologize for this.
It's okay.
But if you were to look in my daughter's room and I caught you, this is the last time you ever going to be looking in this room. Ever.
That's real facts. That's real. Where you going now?
I'm getting another drink.
God damn! Every time we turn around, golly. But moving on. Tales from the crib.
Give me one too, Kevin.
Yeah. Is there anything else in there to drink? But back to what I was saying. This is a brief pause to the show. So let me fill this in right now. Follow us. This is Tales from the Crib podcast, episode 8. You can follow us on Instagram.
I think these,
you can
these aren't
follow
twists.
us
You gotta-
on
you gotta actually like.
Twitter. You can
I
follow
got the
Gavin on
fucking,
Twitter.
I got
You
the
can
thing
follow
over
me
there.
on Twitter. Felix
No,
Supreme
there's
305.
actual, here, take mine. Someone.
Hey, here, get this.
It's literally on where the plates are.
All right, moving on. Okay, last topic on the page. I'm tired of these flying car theories. Like every time I turn around, somebody talk about flying car. We getting promised 30 years later we finna be in flying cars. I'm ready to fly, bitch. I'm ready to fly high.
Well, the government has had these gravitational cars, bro. Like, they know they've had this information. Anything you see in movies or in shows, the government has had this information way before it came out, bro. So, if you're talking about flying cars, we've been had that. They just don't want to. They don't want to give it to us. That's real. That's the real shit. They don't want to give it to us. They're like, nah, y'all are not ready for flying cars, because people be driving on
True.
with their gas cars. So if there's a flying car, these people could be crashing into nothing.
Bombs over Baghdad. Shout out Outkast.
Hey, Outcast the truth.
But yeah, that's true.
No, let me hop in this. So let me talk about my co-host and his non-driving skills. So basically, this man texts like there's no tomorrow while he's driving. And what makes him think in his right mind that he can cop in a basically plane and fly that? He was going to be flying us into the ground, into other cars. We basically hitting the ground in a flame.
Listen here. I have the best driving skills out of all of us. I don't get into car accidents. I don't get any tickets. We get to point A and point B. Don't hate on my driving skills.
No, sir. You out here saying you got the best driving skills out of us. I'm over here driving autonomous cars. I'm out here driving them cars that drive themselves. I got the best driving skills out of everybody in this group. And if this car trying to be doing some crazy stuff, best believe I got it.
So you really think you got the best skills out of all us?
Easily, bro. I was in training for 2 weeks about this. You ain't even coming close.
You say you're going to Fast and Furious him? You're going to Vin Diesel him? It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. A win's a win.
What? Listen here. I'm the best driver, the fastest swimmer, the fastest runner. I got the best jump shot. I know your mother.
Bro, we all know you can't swim. Like, I don't know, he's been trying to play this on us like, hey, I know how to swim. I can beat y'all. And we've known for a decade, this man, if he ain't got no arm wings, no floaties, he cannot beat us. We've been known this. These are facts.
He looks like one of those infants at swimming school where they're just splashing around. Mama, save me.
First,
Save me, mama.
I can backstroke, front stroke, breaststroke.
Are you talking about your women or your swimming?
Here you go. Trying to get me in trouble. We're not talking about me and women again on this podcast.
You know, they need to follow you on Twitter. What's your Twitter? Felix Supreme 305?
Felix Supreme 305, but I didn't say that.
You know that if you're looking for a date, you feeling great, you feel like you're looking good in this city, hit up my boy Felix Supreme 305. He's gonna throw some money at you.
That's a lie.
You take it to McDonald's?
They get chicken nuggets. I feed all my bad bitches chicken nuggets.
I take all the women to BJ's because BJ's has a little bit of everything, and they think you being classy. And you know what? I'm like, if I don't like the date, the food is great, so it doesn't even matter to me. But that's just my personal opinion. Mr. Walks on Water, Mr. 3 Days Later, Mr. Water to Wine himself. These are just his thoughts, his personal opinion. So don't take everything I say verbatim. That's really about it.
And while he out here spending $50, $60, I'm buying a $3 bundle for McDonald's. You get
You're like,
fries
girl,
and
I got that
McDouble,
Wendy's 5 or 5 on deck.
the $5 Biggie meal.
You're gonna get the Biggie meal more ways than one, if you know what I'm saying.
You should have saw Gavin's face today when we were driving here. I got him the $5 Biggie meal. He's like, "Oh, it comes with bacon." His face lit up like a
Bacon is
Christmas tree.
delicious. Who doesn't love bacon on their burger?
I love bacon on a burger. I go to Chick-fil-A and I'm like, hey, put some bacon on this hoe. I love bacon on anything. I don't give a damn if it's chicken, if it's burgers, if it's meat. Put some bacon on this hoe.
You finna get those Wingstop thighs?
You see Wingstop doing thighs now?
I saw Rick Ross be killing that shit with marketing. Hell yeah, I'm about to get some Wingstop thighs. So why wouldn't I?
That is disgusting. It's all flats over here. Gang, gang.
No, that is the weirdest thing. This man will buy wings for our whole tribe, but he gets all flats. He was like, "How did you order 40 flats, sir? How did they even have that many?"
That's crazy.
He out here killing unnecessary chickens.
Imagine
He out
that.
here killing unnecessary chickens at all times.
Imagine you working at Wingstop. You get an order online. It says somebody orders 100 wings, all flats. Now you got to sit there and pick out all flats out of the bag.
That's not what I'm about to do.
I'm quitting that same day.
Yeah, they probably spit in your chicken. That's why I'm always hesitant to eat these like 40-piece flats.
Hell yeah, I believe it. It's all right.
But I got one thing to say. We're at actually 41 minutes in our Austin, Texas episode. Things are going good. You know, it looks like we covered most of our topics. I know we had a bunch of NBA topics, but we could scrap that to next week. We don't need to go ahead and get into that. The NBA's been boring. Everyone's been disappointed what's going on with the injuries, so we could go ahead and skip that. But I think, we have time. 41 minutes is good. Maybe we'll go for the next 10, 15, 20 minutes. But we need to talk about some true San Antonio tales. We are tales from the crib after all. So, what are we going to talk about, sir? I know we have some let's be honest stories. We have some blue jean stain stories. We got some New Year's stories. Let's get into some tales. We talk about current events, but let's get into some goddamn tales. This is what we're about.
Let's get the tea.
So if you want to talk about my lesbian punch, I have a story to go with that. My lesbian punch was a drink I made, a concoction I came up with when I was in college. And this punch had women saying, hey, if I kiss this other girl, what does it matter if I have a boyfriend at home? This was some real lesbian punch. So I had this alcohol, and it was a special concoction. It's a secret recipe. I'm not going to tell you about it right now because it's too secret. It's too good. And these women were drinking it. We had a full-on party. And at the beginning of the party, people were like, oh, my God, this drink is delicious. This drink is so good.
If to remind you about this party. So we made this punch. It was a concoction. It seemed like 40 different drinks. I mean, we really put in the work to make this drink special. And I had my friend, let's just call him Frederick, show up with his dime piece at that time. And this girl was passed out before the party started. They think this is Capri Sun. Before you know it, it's night time. And for the other girls, it was, let's be honest, time.
It's because this drink, this punch I had made that I had perfected in college, tasted nothing like alcohol. Tasted absolutely nothing like alcohol. So you be drinking this shit. You have 2 cups, 3 cups, 4 cups, and by the 4th cup in, you looking at your girlfriend like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? I want to see how you can kiss because...
How you can kiss. Oh, my God.
Speaking of Mr. Kisser on the mouth.
Don't try me. I ain't kissing nobody.
Kissing girls on the club
That's
in
a
the
damn
mouth.
lie.
No, we're just kidding. But this was some magic juice. It made men want to take their women home. It made women want to kiss other women. I mean, this was a freak-a-leak type of punch. I mean, it set the vibe.
So I had, at the very beginning, I told all the people at my party, I'm like, hey, this is not normal punch. This is some grade A you about to get fucked like a little bit lit off this punch. So girls be drinking and be like, "Oh my god, you're lying," whatever. They be drinking this punch and they be shitty. They be shitty and be like, "Oh my god, this punch is too strong. This punch is gonna be way knock me out." And I had a girl on the couch, mind you, she was with her boy, and she said, "This punch is too strong. This punch, I can't handle any more of this. I can't believe you said this is Let's Be Honest," and it was.
She was curled up in a ball. She literally couldn't take it anymore, and this was basically before the even party started. Yeah, the punch. She was on the punch. She couldn't take it anymore, and she was already passed out before the party started. But it was crazy. We worked at the mall. We had a lot of friends. We're going to campus at UTSA. Shout out UTSA. And it's turned all of our female friends into friends with all the other females. This Let's Be Honest pun is true. Was true, tried and true, and we made it through.
They really aren't ready for these kind of stories that we have, Gavin. Like, you had liver damage by the time the amount we were drinking. These people are not ready. Maybe on the next podcast we could talk a little bit about it, but these people are, as of right now, they not ready to talk about how you had liver damage.
No, they're not ready. We were, setting records. We're, in San Antonio, Texas, drinking our brains out. And it got to the point where my body had to say timeout. But that's another story for another time. But let's get back to this Let's Be Honest punch, because this party was rocking. It was rolling, and it was rolling so hard that there was blue jean stains literally on the wall.
So I lived in a crappy college apartment. And I had a party. Of course, I had my party. And I had people over. So I had about 30 plus people over. And on my wall, there were blue jean stains on. That means people wore brand new blue jeans. They were dancing. They were singing. They were having a good ass time. And then they stained up my wall. So I not only did I have blue jean stains on the wall, by the end of the night, there was weave, there was shorts, there were sandals. These people got so lit off the punch I made after my little concoction, my little scientific experiment, that they were leaving articles of clothing behind. I don't even know how to explain that past that.
We did some end of the world parties, end of Z world parties. Does this happen to be one of those parties?
End of the world party was amazing.
End of the world party, we brought that shit down. It was like a movie. There was helicopters. There was people going crazy. There was weave on the ground. There was all kinds of things going on. There's keg stands. Whatever you want. It was a movie.
Honestly, I threw some dope-ass parties in my college prime years. And I would cover up them windows. I would making sure nobody come in. And when the cops did come, when the cops would come up to the door and be like, "Hey, what are y'all doing?" You know what I would do, Gavin?
Tell me.
I would have my gay roommate go up to the door and be like, "Hey, are you guys the strippers? I can't believe y'all are here. I am ready."
Hey, that's the number one thing to get cops off you. You send, it was, we were lucky to be friends with many people in this world. When we happened to be friends with a gay man, and we would send him to the door to take out the cops. We make the cops feel uncomfortable. They're getting the heck out of Dodge. They're like, "I don't really want this man thinking we're strippers and trying to touch us. We getting the heck out of Dodge. Forget this." And then the party continues.
These are facts. All you had to do is shut everybody up at the party for about 5 minutes. But if you have a gay roommate, if you have a gay best friend, go up and talk to these people and say, "Hey, how you doing? You about to strip for me?" These cops will leave within 5 minutes, no problem.
I think we even have some pictures from the end of Z World parties. I think we had some cheap cameras. We had some iPhone cameras. So if you were at this party and have photos, let us know. Let us know on Instagram, Tales from the Crib 210. Let us know on YouTube, Tales from the Crib. If you were a participant in some of these house parties, if you had any memories, let us know in the comments.
I know people like Darius, Carissa.
I'm
calling people out their names about how I know they have pictures and videos. Darius, Carissa, if you have these photos, please send them on through. And that's all I got to say. Mr. Walks on Water himself, Mr. 3 Days Later, Mr. Water to Wine. That's all I got to say on this tonight. And I'm so happy I was able to participate in this Tales from the Crib. Thank you.
Tales from the Crib, we're trying to bring you something new every episode. We're working on stuff. We're working on bringing video. We're trying to make this one of our last audio podcasts with pictures coming to you. Supposedly, we're going to try to bring video to you. We'll see if we can work on that and make it happen. We know you want to see our faces. Your girls want to see our faces. We're going to bring it to you live. This is Tales from the Crib from Austin, Texas. Jesse J, you've been quiet over there, sir. You've been sounding like a little mouse. Is there any topics that we missed, sir?
I mean, only thing we missed was your mother.
No, sir. You just upset because I almost became your father.
Never that.
And basically, if I became his father, I'd put this boy in timeout because he's disrespectful all the time.
Whatever. And this is Tales from the Crib podcast. You can follow me on Twitter, Felix Supreme 305. You can follow my co-host,
Chico Grande. You could also follow me on Twitter at Papa Oblock. You can follow the channel on Tales from the Crib 210 on Instagram. And, our special guest in Austin, Texas, providing, the filming area for this episode. Shout out Walks on Water. You do not have to provide your socials. Do you have anything to shout out, sir?
Hey, follow me on TikTok. That's one of the last apps I am able to speak my mind because I've gotten kicked off Twitter. I've gotten kicked off Facebook. So follow me on TikTok, Taco Guy 29. That's where I'm at. I'm about to argue with all these MAGAs every day.
Taco Guy 29, that's legit your real name?
Hey, I'm not playing about who I am. I am a Mexican man.
You're the butter boy. So let's... You're from Foul. You're the butter boy. So... what are you throwing up, sir? Huh? Oh, we dropping every Monday. My co-host trying to sell me subliminals. I'm not understanding his sign language over here. He's not good at sign language. So we drop every Monday at 2 a.m. I'm sorry the last episode dropped Monday at 4 a.m. You know what? Wait. Before we go, we want to check the stats.
Ooh, we ain't checked the numbers.
The stats. We ain't checked the stats one time this whole episode. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. You know what? You type in Tales from the Crib. You hit Tales from the Crib. Looks like our last video has got 71 views. In 5 days. We need that video in the 100 Club.
Get us up.
We need to be in the 100 Club, Our Juneteenth episode. You hitting me double twice. Our Juneteenth episode has 151 views. Shout out that episode. That is actually our second best video. Our first video is up to 191. We're damn near to the 200 Club. We taking over.
These guys talking about Juneteenth and they don't know a damn thing about it.
You know what is funny? I was more educated than my co-host, and we were talking to my co-host's brother, and we were explaining to him about how Jesse J did not fully understand Juneteenth, and he got chastised by his own brother for not knowing off the bat.
The brother from Georgia?
Where's Miles born? Shout out Miles. We're going to have Miles on a future episode, so if you're listening, Miles, go ahead and give us a like on this episode.
I know damn well now about Juneteenth to talk about it, but we clear right now. We good. We about to finish off the night.
Hey, we about to hit the streets. We about to hit Austin, Texas. Let us know if you're out here. If you're out here single, if you're hitting 6, the dirty 6, the old 6, or the new 6. We're going to hit you live, but we'll see y'all next week, Monday, 2 a.m. Hit us live. Hit us on Instagram, and we're out this bitch.
We outside.
We all vaccinated.